I want to ask Jenna to come up and read to you out of John chapter 2, verses 1 through 11. Jenna, she's one of our younger mothers. Man, that's a cheerleader if I ever heard one. Either that or desperation for the mom's leaving. John 2, 1 through 11.
Okay. And on the third day there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there, and Jesus also was invited, and his disciples to the wedding. And when the wine gave out, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." And Jesus said to her, "Woman, what do I have to do with you? My hour has not yet come." His mother said to the servants, "Whatever he says to you, do it." Now there were 6 stone water pots set there for the Jewish custom of purification, containing 20 or 30 gallons each. Jesus said to them, "Fill the water pots with water." And they filled them up to the brim. And he said to them, "Draw out some now and take it to the head waiter." And they took it to him. And when the head waiter had tasted the water, which had become wine, and did not know where it came from, but the servants who had drawn the water knew, the head waiter called the bridegroom and said to him, "Every man serves the good wine first, and when the men have drunk freely, then that which is poorer you have kept the good wine until now." Did I skip something? Every man serves the good wine first, and when the men have drunk freely, then that which is poorer you have kept the good wine until now. This beginning of his signs Jesus did in Cana of Galilee and manifested his glory, and his disciples believed in him.
Thank you. You've been drinking some of that new wine, haven't you? It's an incredible thought to think about Jesus having a mother. And their relationship. And I love it when he says, "Woman." He called his mother woman. I don't recommend that. If I would have done that to my mom, I think something bad would have happened. "Woman, it's not my time. Leave me alone." Can you see Mother Mary knowing that she was the mother of the Son of God and still knew she had to raise him? No pressure, no. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get to meet Mary and get to just sit with her and just say, can you remember what that was like? I want to hear some of the stories. And we know of only one or two, one where he was at the temple and she came and said, "Jesus, come on, do you know what you put us through?" And he says, "Come on, don't you know what you should have known by now what I had to do." So there was, at the same time, Jesus really loved his mother because, on the cross, one of the last things he did was say, "John, I'm leaving. She's now your mom. Take care of her." He entrusted his mother to the one he entrusted the most, I think. Incredible moment right there at the last. But then it comes down to, the 7 most powerful words a mother can say. Any mother could say. Every mother should say. Think about it. Whatever he says to you, do it. I have a feeling that this Mother Mary had salt and vinegar and spunk. I don't believe that, let's put it this way. I believe that one of the reasons God picked Mary is because he had equipped her to handle the pressure. Being a godly woman, what kind of pressure would be on you to get pregnant before all that happened? And then keep your confidence when the whole world would point their finger and say, "No way, no way, no way." What confidence it take to say, keep your confidence and to say, my God did something miraculous. I mean, that happened. I mean, she was a woman of faith. She was a woman of salt and adventure. She had it to withstand all that. And then to think that she had the grace and the ability to watch her own son be tortured. And to be there. And not run away and hide. Man, I tell you, Mary's impressive to me. But you can see it at this wedding feast that she was also a take-charge woman. Here's Jesus laid back with his disciples, just enjoying the wedding. I know that feeling. All of a sudden, Mom comes up and says, hey, they're out of wine. So? Why do you always come to me, Mom? Leave me alone. We didn't come for this reason. Didn't faze her. She didn't argue with him. She didn't discuss it. She went to the waiters, and said, whatever he tells you, do it. Man, that's incredible to me. What a powerful word from a mother to say to their son, her daughter, whatever he says to you, do it. Well, Dad, I feel like I'm supposed to go to Mexico and live down there and be a missionary. I'm blonde and I'm good looking, and I'm going to be with this other blonde, good looking girl from America, and we're both going to go out at night when we shouldn't, and we're going to do things that we probably shouldn't, but we're going to just trust God. Whatever he says to you, do it. And I cried all the way back to America. I got in the truck with Bobby Crow, said goodbye to my daughter, got in the truck and just sat there and started sobbing. And my missionary dear friend Bobby looked at me and said, John, I go, yeah. It doesn't get any easier. Thanks, Bobby. And it doesn't. And for a mama, whatever he says to you, do it. That's faith. That's trust. That's wisdom. Can I tell you, there's a whole lot of mothers that don't say that. When I went to Bible school, or soon after I left there, the dean of students, which was my pastor up here at one time, said to me, he said, John, we have 120 students, and I get at least one call a week, if not two, from parents saying, whatever you do, do not let my child be talked into the ministry. That's the only reason that college was there, to train people for the ministry. And he said, I get calls every week from mothers saying, do not let my child be talked into the ministry. Mary said, whatever he says to you, do it. Mothers, I encourage you. The 7 most powerful words you can say to your child, whatever he says to you, do it. Why? I thought about this. We got a lot of pollution in our world. They tell me they got enough trash in the ocean the size of Texas. I don't know. What are we going to do with that? We're polluting all our water, our drinking water. We got chemicals and insecticides. We're going to have probably, there's famine in the earth today. We could get more. We got a whole lot of issues coming up. And and I don't know about you, but do you ever worry about your grandkids and what they're going to face? Can I tell you, don't worry about it. The flesh part of man can solve problems. Those problems they're going to be problems. But look what the flesh part of man has done. We're problem solvers. There's brand new ideas coming out. Who knows, someday they're going to have a great big old ship go out there and just suck up all that trash and turn it into something good. It's going to become a very valuable commodity. Somebody will figure that out. We're going to figure out how to purify the water. We're going to learn from all that God taught us. We're going to figure out how to make food. We're going to figure out how to get healthier. It's going to get better and better in that way because, man, our grandkids, our kids and grandkids and great-grandkids, they got brains. They're reading better than you guys ever did. And they just, the whole world's ahead of them. They're going to figure it out. You don't have to worry about that. But if you want to worry about something, worry about if there's nobody preaching the message. If nobody's telling them the story about how to become a child of God. Because they'll never figure that out on their own. They're going to have their own set of rules of what it takes to be right, how to be wealthy, how to make money, what's fun. You know, the millennials, they don't need to work 40 hours a week. They get their job done in 10 and then go skiing the rest of the week. That's fine for them. You know, what a good plan. At first I was mad. At first I was jealous. At first I was saying, that won't work. And now I'm thinking, why didn't we figure that out? What gave us the idea that putting in these hard, long weeks of work was work smart and play hard? Dear God, I'm all for them. They're going to figure it out. But they'll never figure out how to become a child of God and live for eternity unless somebody tells them the story. That's you and me. Go, therefore. Go. Don't stop telling the story. Just because people have told it wrong and offended everybody, go tell it right. Go love people right. Man, let the love that's inside of you go out and ooze over everybody you can meet. Hallelujah. That God didn't come here to judge them, but to save them. And that they can excel in this life. Don't slow them down. Let them dance. Let them play. Let them ski. Let them do whatever. That's good stuff. Hallelujah. Just introduce them to the most powerful thing. Whatever he says to you, do it. Father, I thank you for mothers today. And I thank you that this message is going out today to these ears, and these ears will take it and digest it and put it out to other ears. Hallelujah. And as we go through this week, we'll tell other people about it. And Father, I thank you that it's going to go out into the internet. It's going to go out on the airwaves. It's going to go out, and there's mothers going to hear this and say, oh, I need to change my thinking. I need to stop being afraid of what's going to happen to my child. I need to stop being anxious about all that's going to take place in their life. I need to tell them the truth. They need to hear him. And then do it. And they will reach their destiny of being a partaker of the nature of God for all eternity.